Hey there, it's Igor, so I'm getting ready for a big meeting the other day. And I'm stressing out my presentation has to be flawless. I need to sound super smart or everyone's going to think I'm a total fraud. But then I stopped and thought, why am I putting all this pressure on myself? Chasing perfection is a trap, and it's making us miserable. Today, I want to talk about how to let go of that need to be perfect so you can actually feel good about what you're already doing. Let's dive in. I used to think everything I did had to be perfect. If I didn't get exactly right, like nailing a work project or even cooking dinner, I'd feel like I failed. It was exhausting, and honestly, it took the joy out of everything. Then I came across this line from a poet named Rumi that really got me thinking: live life as if everything is rigged in your favor. What if I started acting like my best was enough, instead of beating myself up for not being perfect? That mindset shift felt like taking a deep breath after holding it in for way too long. Here's something that really opened my eyes: perfection isn't even real. We're all just doing our best, and that's what counts. I started noticing how much I was already doing. Like, I showed up to that meeting, I spoke up, and yeah, I stumbled on a few words, but people still nodded and smiled. I didn't need to be perfect to make an impact. There's this study from the Greater Good Science Center at UC Berkeley that backs this up. They found that people who embrace their imperfections actually feel less stressed and more connected to others. It's like giving yourself permission to be human. If you're finding this helpful so far, I'd love if you could give this video a quick like. It really helps me keep sharing these ideas with you. Alright, let's keep going. So, how do you break free from the perfection trap? First, celebrate what you're already doing well. I started doing this thing where I take a second at the end of the day to think about one thing I did that I'm proud of. Maybe I made someone laugh, or I finished a task I'd been putting off. It doesn't have to be huge, just something that feels good. The other day, I was proud of myself for cooking a simple pasta dish. It wasn't gourmet, but it tasted awesome and I enjoyed making it. That's a win. Another trick is to laugh at your slip-ups. I used to get so embarrassed if I messed up, but now I try to find the humor in it. Like, I sent an email with a typo last week. Instead of freaking out, I laughed and thought, well, at least they'll know I'm human. It takes the pressure off, and honestly, it makes life a lot more fun. When you stop aiming for perfection, you start seeing how much you're already doing right, and that feels so much better. Here's my challenge for you: ditch the perfection about today. Give yourself credit for what you're already doing, and laugh off the small stuff. You're doing great, even if it's not perfect, and that's more than enough. If you like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so we can keep growing together. Drop a comment. What's one thing you did today that you're proud of? Even if it wasn't perfect, I'd love to hear about it. Catch you in the next one. Keep being awesome.